Hello there, students of Mrs. Cassidy. My name is Gumdrop. I've got to tell you all about my adventures in Maine, Minnesota, and California. Well, it all started when I was a small little gorilla. I had the ambition to travel all over places, see new sights, meet new people. Well, that's exactly what I did. So I decided to go on the eastern side of the United States, over to Maine. When I got off the bus in Maine, the first thing I did was look at a map. I was in awe of all the sights that Maine had to offer. Maine has over 60 lighthouses. I couldn't believe it when I read it on the traveler's pamphlet. It has famous ones including Portland Head, Cape Neddick, and Wood Island. Cape Neddick, or Nubble Light, was built in 1879. It is one of the most photographed lighthouses in the world. Portland Head was built in 1791. It was commissioned by George Washington. Wood Island was built September 1st, 1807. This lighthouse was reported to be haunted. Maine's motto is, Dirigo, which is Latin for, I direct, or, I lead. It makes complete sense considering Maine has a lot of lighthouses. The name Maine refers to mainland. In Maine the most used language is English. About 92.2% of the population speaks it. About 5.3%, however, speak French.
Hi, my name is Tom, and I can speak French as well as English.
I also visited Old Orchard Beach. The water was wavy, and the sun was out. I also got a slice of Lisa's pizza with some famous beer fries with vinegar and salt. They were great. Wild blueberries are Maine's state berry. They grow in many places in Maine. Some people even pick the berries right out in their backyard. Oh Pine Tree State, your woods, fields, and hills, your lakes, streams, and rock-bound coasts will ever fill our hearts with thrills. And though we seek far and wide, our search will be in vain, to find a fairer spot on earth than Maine. Maine? Maine. After my visit to Maine, I got on a plane and decided to go to the center of the United States. On to Minnesota. When I got off the plane in Minnesota, the weather was chilly, and the sun was shadowed with clouds. This state had just gotten through a cold and snowy winter. Minnesota contains around 11,800 lakes. This past winter, due to melting of tremendous amounts of snow, flooding occurred which caused the Minnesota riverbeds to swell. Minneapolis, a city in Minnesota, has the oldest continuously running theater, called the Old Log. The Mall of America is a popular tourist destination in Minnesota. It generates about $2 billion every year. This huge mall put Minnesota on the map for tourism. It is believed that many items like Bisquick, Scotch tape, and green giant vegetables were invented in Minnesota. Author Laura Wilder lived in Mansfield, Minnesota. She was the writer of the Little House on the Prairie books. Pig's Eye was the name given to St. Paul by Pierre Parent, who built the first structure here. And now, many structures occupy this city which neighbors the capital. One day I was in a coffee shop, and I noticed that there was a blueberry muffin in the glass display. I asked the lady behind the counter about it.
Well, that is the Minnesota muffin, of course. It is our state muffin.
Ah. The last place I visited in Minnesota was the Science Museum. The Minnesota Science Museum is the most popular museum in the upper Midwest. It contains so many amazing artifacts, including Tutankhamun the Great King and the Great Pharaoh, as well as information on many other mummies and Egyptian artifacts. My trip to Minnesota was definitely full of adventures, but after a few days I decided to leave once more. and head over to the west side of the US. California, here I come. In California, after a 3.5-hour flight, I got to the San Francisco International Airport. It was so busy. I guess California is a big place to travel. Let's find out why. Well, as you all know, California has so many tourist attractions. It has places where dreams come true, and where dreams even start. Disneyland is a theme park, a resort, and mainly a family fun vacation spot. All of your favorite Disney characters are here. This is a fun destination for the whole family. About 14 million people visit Disneyland each year. That's about 40,000 people a day on average.
Tale as old as time.
Of course, you can't do California without Hollywood.
Like an open flower, like a painted scene.
The Hollywood sign originally read, Hollywood Land, for an outdoor campaign for a suburban housing development. Each letter is 30 feet wide and 50 feet tall, each constructed of 3x9 metal squares rigged together by an intricate frame of scaffolding, pipes and wires. Due to decay of the letters, the sign later read Hollywood, as it is today.
Breaking news. Earthquakes, fires, mudslides. Why all of this in California? Reporter Tom Powell has the story. Tom. Thanks Bill. Well, as you all know, California has experienced some major natural disasters. Wildfires are springing up all over Southern California. Heat is a big problem.
Yes, earthquakes. I know. Everything will be fine though. At least there were none when I went on my trip. Well, I have to go and talk to Mrs. Cassidy's class. Okay, bye. As you just saw, California experiences a lot of disasters. Of the 50 states, California has the most varied climate. Wildfires, earthquakes, and mudslides. What an exciting yet scary state to live in. Well, as you can see, I am on the one and only Golden Gate Bridge. It was built in 1937, and it connects Marin County to Redwood Empire. It is a famous landmark in California. California's nickname is the Golden State. Its motto is Eureka, I have found it. These small facts also lead us to a big part in California and US history. The California Gold Rush began in 1848, when James Marshall found tiny golden nuggets during the construction of his sawmill. Word spread, and soon hundreds of families moved to try and gain instant wealth off the gold. But as the years passed, many more gold seekers would come back empty-handed.
Did you find any?
No, the guy beside me got some gold, and now it's all gone.
I bet if you went into your closet right at this moment, you would find at least one pair of denim jeans. Well, in the 1850s, denim jeans were invented so that gold rush workers could have durable, comfortable clothes. They aren't just for style, you know. After a long week of staying in California and seeing all the sights like Lombard Street, which is the crookedest street in San Francisco, sadly it was time to head home. I hadn't seen Pawcatuck in a couple months. Certainly there would be no lighthouses or lakes or celebrities walking around the streets, but you know what? Pawcatuck is unique. There is no other place in this world like it. Maine has lighthouses, Minnesota has lakes, California has heat. And Pawcatuck has historical buildings, landscapes, and close friends all around. Well, there you have it. Those were my trips, and I hope you learned a lot. If you people out there think that the US is the same wherever you go, think again.